Today we will have a look at visualizations, what kind of visualizations are there, and when to use which visualization. So, hi Nirantar and Maresh. We just have three sample columns with us. I guess these are enough to explain different types of visualization. Now, one is categorical XYZ, and other two are numeric ones. So first I wanted to understand what kind of different visualizations that you guys know of. You can maybe help me understand one at a time.
Okay, so I will go first.
Mm-hmm.
So there are many types of visualizations such as bar chart, histograms,
Okay.
pie charts,
Mm-hmm.
and also there are scatter plots
Okay.
and line charts
Hmm.
for time series data. Yeah.
Okay. But do you know them, or do you know anything else also apart from these charts?
As Nirantar told, the pie charts, then frequency tables, cross tabulation tables, then heat maps. These are also used for the visualizations.
Okay. Great. So we will go one by one. We will see what charts are available in Excel, and what are their use cases is something we will discuss today. So we'll just select these two columns and we will click on recommended charts, and this has given us three charts. So what do you think is the better represent? I'll just do one thing. I just selected two values. I'll do it again. So what do you think, which is the better representation to express the values that we have in the table? So there is first one is bar chart, right? Second
Yes.
one is pie chart,
Pie
Yes.
and third one is again a bar chart,
bar chart.
right?
Yes.
And it's what is this? Do you guys have any idea about this one?
No.
Okay, so this is a funnel chart. So why funnel charts are used is something we will discuss later down the line. Let's discuss first three. So what would be the accurate representation if you have to, let's say, look at this data graphically? What do you think is the best version to use?
Bar chart.
In what do you think, Mahesh?
The pie chart will also be used to represent that.
Okay, so okay, we will go one by one. When do you use bar chart? What is the use case of bar chart in your mind?
Bar charts represent the categories and the count of those categories. Means if there are a number of categories available and we want to check which one of them are means what is the count of each one of them in our data, so we can use bar chart for that.
Okay, I'll just correct you there. It's not about just count. You can use it any kind of metric.
Yeah, for any aggregation also.
Yeah, any aggregation data that you want to see at that category level. So for example, you have three categories: student, earners, and retired person in your income data. Now if you look at that, you will have record for each individuals as a row. So if you aggregate that at category level, it would be an income. So it's fair to say that you use bar chart whenever you want to represent a category with some aggregated metrics. And whereas when do you use pie chart? Mayuresh, can you help us understand?
Uh, uh, we use pie chart when we want to know about the categories contribution in uh, whole data.
Okay.
What does category contribute in that data, and how much is effective is that category? Then we can use the pie chart for that.
Okay. Nirandir, do you want to add anything?
No.
Okay. So then what is the difference between bar chart and pie chart? Eventually what you guys said is the same thing, right? The contribution or the so even bar chart will show the same. that how much of contribution they have. The main distinction between bar chart and contribution, like in pie chart, is basically pie chart will consist of percentage share, and bar charts are generally used in absolute sense. Like here, if you look at bar chart, it is 1, 2, 3. Those are absolute values. If you have to calculate pie chart, ideally what you should do is that you should calculate this divide by sum of these three. I'll just freeze this one, and even my bad this one as well, so that it doesn't change the range. Hit enter. So this is it, right? So Z category is consisting 50% contribution, Y category is consisting 33% contribution, and whereas first one is just contributing 17% contribution. So whenever you want to do a pie chart, it should be a percent value.
Correct.
And whenever you want to show a bar chart, most of the time it will be an absolute value only. So now with this, if we see our chart is XYZ 1 2 3, this representation is also good, or this representation is also good, both are fine. But for pie chart, we should use the percentage values that we have calculated in the column E, right? Again, we will look at all charts just to increase our knowledge about charts. So you have the stack bar chart. So what does stack bar chart mean? Whenever you see this, what comes to your mind?
It's representing the data for multiple categories in a single bar.
Okay.
With giving means only a single y-axis will give the count for means any aggregation that we are using, and it will represent in a single bar.
Okay,
A stack
Myresh?
bar chart.
Same. That's
So-
all.
Okay, the major difference between simple bar chart and stack bar chart is that here the values are distributed across everything, right? So it is 1 2 3, but over here it would be a plus to everything. So 1 2 plus 3 equal to 6, right? 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 6. So the total is 6. Upper 3 is basically your one value, one category. Second one is the second category, and third one is 0 to 1 in blue color is the last category. And it is the labels are there, XYZ at the bottom. If you see, the category labels are there. So when do you use then the stack bar chart? Why would someone use stack bar chart? Do you have any idea?
No.
No.
नो. अभी सोचो कि यार आपके पास ये कैटेगरी का मंथ ऑन मंथ डेटा है. सो यू हैव डेटा फॉर एवरी मंथ. सो जनवरी, फेब्रुवरी, मार्च, अप्रैल, मई, जून. So now if you create, so you will have roughly, if you have 1 year's data, you will have 11 bars or 12 bars for X, 12 bars for Y, 12 bars for Z, right? If you use it on X axis. Now imagine that you have the whole 12 months data, that is Y axis, and you have these categories stacked each up according to month. So for example, this is just 1 month data right now in front of you. So क्या होगा कि ये सारी values January की है, right? So next month there will be another bar which will represent the February's value, right? So it might sound confusing, so we will just use a month column. So we will say 1. I'll just 1 2 3 4 for simplicity sake. 4 5 6 6 months data. Again there will be XYZ categories for 6 months. So actually this will be 1 1 1
1 2 2 2
2 2 2 and 3 3 3. I'll just use this one, this much only. We'll see XYZ. तो हमारे पास हर महीने के लिए तीनों कैटेगरीज की वैल्यू होगी एंड वी विल से 5 6 8 7 0 8 3. हाँ, so if we just try to insert a chart for this, which is a stack bar chart, we will get something like this. But this is not an ideal form in which we want to receive this, right? So what we can do is we can rearrange this data, and with that rearrangement we will create one row for each column category, and then Excel will be able to stack that data for us. This is something like this. So first a row for a month, and every value of category will come into column, and if we just select this much data and try to click on recommended charts, it will give us the recommended chart. So this is basically a recommendation which says that the category is XYZ, and but this is something that we do not desire, right? We want to see it on month basis. So we'll go to all charts and we will click on this clustered column. This is a side by side column, and here it is clustered column. So 1 2 3 and so on, every month will get populated on your X axis and the categories will be stacked. So this is the one way that you use a clustered bar chart, but there is a side by chart also. So sometimes what you want to do is you want to see the data on every month basis, but within the month you also want to compare the performance between those categories. So for example, let's say you handle sales operations. Now you have, let's say, online and offline mode. They both bring business to you. Every month you want to see कि online ने कितना business किया, offline ने कितना business किया. So if you plot a month on X axis or sales on Y axis, and then your bar chart should be side by side chart if you are using absolute values, because if you are using absolute values, that means it gives in confidence to the stakeholder कि यार हाँ, online से 1 करोड़ आया, offline से 2 करोड़ आया. So the comparison bars are there, so he can just visually see कि कौन सी category ने performance अच्छा दिया, right? And that's what his motive is while he looks at that visualization. So what we learned about bar chart, there are 3 types of bar chart. One is side by side, simple bar chart, and clustered bar chart. Now in cluster bar chart you can show contribution as well. So बहुत सारे visualization tools में option होता है. Even in Excel you can do. What you can do is you can calculate the percentage values. क्या ये 80% A category है और 20% B category है. So whenever you will see that cluster column like this, तो you will see कि हाँ, इसमें किसका contribution सबसे ज़्यादा और किसका कम है. You can create this with this recommended the chart window also. अभी यहाँ पे दिखेगा कि ग्रे की contribution first and second month में ज़्यादा है, but in third month Y has contributed the most, whereas blue has contributed to nothing. So in this sense कि अगर सोचो, there are 2 ways to look at it. बार side by side देखो अगर absolute value में अगर तुम्हें देखना है, but if you want to see just comparison between everything, अभी हर महीने का पाई चार्ट सोचो ना कितना बड़ा बड़ा होता जाएगा. It will become huge visualization, right? You'll have to create multiple pie charts for every month to show the contribution. But here it will be pretty easy. उसको वन गो में सब कुछ दिख जाएगा कि मंथ ऑन मंथ, अच्छा ठीक है, इसने कम किया, इसने ज़्यादा किया, इसने कम किया, इसने कम, ज़्यादा कम ज़्यादा, वॉट एवर दे वॉन्ट टू सी इन दैट विजुअलाइजेशन. So bar chart has generally 3 types, and the 4th type is a kind of a spin-off of your clustered columns. कि clustered column absolute value की जगह पर percentage value में दिखाएंगे, तो you will see the contribution, right? So this was about bar chart. Any doubts in bar charts?
No.
Okay, I had one
Yeah.
question about this clustered bar chart with percentage values.
Mm-hmm.
So we are using percentage. So are we giving the percentage based on monthly basis, right?
Correct.
Here.
So whatever value is there, अभी यहाँ पे month है, right? In this type, your type is XYZ. तो मंथली कंट्रीब्यूशन का परसेंटेज आ गया. सो वट एवर यू हैव ऑन एक्स एक्सिस इट विल बी द परसेंटेज वैल्यूज विल बी कैलकुलेटेड विद दैट. सो यहाँ पे अगर तुम देखोगे तो इट शोज, विल जस्ट डू अ मैथ. अभी यहाँ पे क्या दिखा रहा है, फर्स्ट इन द फर्स्ट मंथ roughly 50% is contributed by Z,
Yes.
right? And if you look at the Z at first month level, the total is 6, first row,
Yes.
right? Out of that 50 क्या होगा, 3
Three.
divided by 6, so that's your 50% contribution. So in the same way it is calculated like that. But if you move to let's say category wise, जो column में है तुम्हारा category, if you do that you will see कि first X में you have orange as covering roughly 90%, close to 85% in the first bar. And if you do the math of 5 plus 1 plus 0, so it's 6, 5 divided by 6,
Six.
right? It's 85% close to that number. So it is calculated like that.
Yeah.
Understood about bar charts?
Yes. Yes.
So-
Yes. Got it.
So there are two use cases of major in terms of bar chart, is that you want to see a trend with multiple categories, right, over a period of time. In that case you use bar chart. And the side by side chart is also used जहाँ पे आपको absolute values देखनी है. So two use cases, absolute value and the percentage contribution. So depending on that you figure out what you want to use. So that's it for bar chart. We will connect again and we will try to figure out about next chart that we will learn together. So thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.